Kia ora te whānau, welcome to Cooking in Quarantine with the Baxendales. I'm Joel Baxendale, and what we're going to do is we're going to cook a bunch of the same thing, and then we're going to see who did it best. You can comment and tell us who did it best. This is just a way for us to keep ourselves occupied and to, continue our sibling rivalry. So, it's Tamsin's birthday today. Tamsin's my little sister. So it's Tamsin's birthday today, and so what we're going to do is we're all going to make her a cake. Oh shit, why is that on? It's Tamsin's birthday today, so what we're going to do is we're all going to make her a cake, and then we're all going to eat it. And Tamsin's going to make her own cake and eat that. Because obviously we can't eat each other's cakes. But it's the thought that counts. So you get the gist of this exercise.
What's it for? No, I have no idea. So why are we cooking birthday cakes?
Okay, so the point of this is that we all cook the same thing. It doesn't have to be...
Wait, hang on. We're not doing the cake and the cooking meals.
It's the same thing. It's the same thing.
But why would we spend making different things? Are we making different things?
We're all making a cake.
Alright. That's fine. I know what this is.
You clear on everything? Oh, make sure you film in landscape. That's the key. You film in...
Can it be a selfie video?
You can do it however you want. Just make sure it's landscape. Just film in landscape. Okay?
Okay.
Alright.
Hi, I'm Jake Baxendale. I'm going to show you how to make a delicious marmalade orange and coconut semolina cake.
Hello, my name is Tamsin. I am cooking myself a birthday cake. So I'm making a chocolate orange cake with pistachios. So let's start.
Hello there. My name is Owen Baxendale, and for my baking, I'm making some brownies.
And the cake that I'm going to make is a coffee cake. That's because just before we went into quarantine, we got this massive bag of coffee. One of our friends has a cafe that obviously had to stop trading, so we got this big bag of coffee, and we also panic bought a whole bunch of coffee just beforehand as well. So we have lots of coffee, and so I'm going to make a coffee cake.
Pierce the two oranges with half a wooden skewer. Like halfway. I think that's what it means. What is half a wooden skewer?
I got the zest of a grated orange here, but because I like things a little tart, I'm going to include the zest of a grated lemon as well. And I'm going to put that in the juice with the orange, just you wait. These have all been washed today, so there's no virus on these bad boys. I've got Nestle Baker's Choice mixed with some Donovan's Premium Dutch Cocoa Powder. I like the Donovan's because of the purple. I don't like the Donovan's because of the plastic bag. I think that's wasteful. What I like about this boy is that he's in a can, and you could use this can, once he's empty, for a number of things. You could put some pens in it, or you could refill it with more cocoa from a cardboard box, and then you wouldn't need Donovan's. So just Google the recipe.
Go grind it. So I'm going to make this about triple strength, maybe 4 times the strength of normal coffee.
You might want to turn up the volume for this one. This is some ASMR shit.
So that says 6 cups ostensibly, but I'm just going to
A lot going on right now. I've finished melting my chocolate. My oranges are finished cooking, so I'm going to whiz them up in here. I've got my... Oh no, it's upside down. It's going to go in there. I've got my wet ingredients. So I've got eggs. It said 6 eggs, but I only used 5. I thought 6 was a bit excessive. And I used a bit less sugar as well. 2 cups of oil. And that gets mixed together. And I've got my cocoa powder, flour, and baking powder in here. This looks disgusting.
The recipe calls for instant coffee, but anyway. So this is our little coffee plunger. So make about a cup. So this ostensibly is enough for 8 cups. You know, there's that classic coffee cake that's sort of got walnuts on it. And I don't really like dry cake. So I finally found some recipes for like a moister coffee cake. So it should be nice. But we'll find out. It still has that butter icing though, which is the main thing.
So I'm just gonna get fat! No corn flour.
It was on the list.
God damn it!
It wasn't on the shelf at the supermarket.
Alright, we're using regular flour and making a shitty cake. Fine. I'm very sad.
But brownies cure sadness.
Why are you talking? This is cook.
I'm trying to direct
Last
you.
time I checked, this was cooking with Baxies, not cooking with Baxies and friends. Baxies don't have friends. They've only got alcohol and their thoughts. I think it'll be fine. It's only brownies. Who gives a So, I open this bag of flour.
Why is there an element on?
What? Oh, that's from making beans 2 hours ago. Okay. So, if you don't have semolina, you can just use regular flour and shit. I know I said it was a semolina cake, and it is. But not today.
The scales aren't working. Watch his anger.
Do you know what I'm waiting for leftover yummy salad from?
Ah! Drama.
And now I'm gonna whiz up my oranges. Hopefully. Oh, it's not turned on. Need to clean the camera. Oh, sorry. Oh no. Okay. I hope they're not too hot.
Alright, so that's boiling. Look at it. Woo! Boiling butter and coffee. Alright, so that's done. So that now goes in here. That goes in here. And you just sort of, you're mixing that in, not to like properly mix it, but just to sort of cool it down enough so that when you add the egg, it doesn't scramble the egg. Is that cold enough yet? Yeah, it's fine. We're not the only ones going to be eating it. Right, so then we add the eggy mix. And then we just fold this in. It's a very wet mix, so I'm a bit worried because I've only got these pans here. They're the bottomless ones, so I'm worried that the mix is going to drip out the bottom.
It will. Put down baking paper. It always drips out.
Should I get some baking paper then?
Mm-hmm. Make it like
Yeah.
fold up the sides.
I'll hold that. You do the baking paper.
What? Your cake.
Gentle folding.
Reverting to using trusty Google conversions. 70 grams desiccated coconut, 3/4 of a cup, 1/3 of a cup sugar. Okay, so here I've got some 72% Whittaker's dark garner chocolate. Now this stuff's pretty bitter. You don't want to use too much of this in anything. Just a little bit is going to give it that little hint of real chocolatiness that you would miss out on if you just use cocoa. Yeah, so I think we'll just melt. We won't use quite as much of the recipe said because I have used a little bit more. Actually, we'll use it all out. Because otherwise, no, we'll keep it. We'll keep a little bit. Keep a little bit behind for snacking. I was gonna say, well, we'll see. We'll see how much this makes. I think if this is a cup... we'll just... You know what? Let's go whole hog. Let's put it all... Well... Let's see. No, we're going to save... Look, what we're going to do is these little guys, we're going to save them. We're going to put them in the cupboard for a little rainy day snack.
So I've got the chocolate in there, and then the flour, and the cocoa powder. Now it's a big gloopy batter. So now I'm going to put it in my baking pans.
So I'm going to try and get equal portions in each one.
Whoa, that's so bake off.
I'm going to add half of the mixture to one brownie tin, and then I'm going to add some other stuff to the other half of the mixture and bake that. We'll see what the difference is.
2 teaspoons baking powder. Sure to rise. Sure to rise. Sure to rise.
Don't know stuff. They are quite sticky and oily, so I'm just gonna dab a little bit on top of them. But you don't want too much peanut butter.
Right, let's get those in the oven so we can't see them anymore.
Sort of swirl it, incorporate it into your brownie mixture.
Oh, fuck. Put those there.
Job done.
After much chaos, the cake is in the oven. Devastation. Devastation.
Welcome back. My cakes are now cooled, and I'm going to decorate them. Do you put it that way, or does it not really matter? I've got some yogurt, which I strained all the excess liquid out of. And I'm going to mix some things into that. I've got ground pistachios. I'm going to add a bit of cardamom, because I like cardamom. But not too much. And then I'm going to put a bit of orange zest.
So I need about... called for like 500 grams. I don't think we have 500 grams. It's going to be 400 grams. It's pretty good. Oh, I forgot it has cream in it too. Ding dong.
Would you ever drink a whole bottle of cream?
I mean, never say never. Oh, what time did I put that cake in? It's supposed to be
8 minutes ago, if that.
Meant to be in for
5 minutes?
20 minutes.
And we could pause this video and look at the time.
It's alright. We'll look at it in 10 more minutes and I'll put... she's got to do the... What do you call it?
Pokey stick.
Pokey stick test.
Okay, so here we are in the kitchen. Let me turn this, and we'll just have a little looky. Maybe turn them around. Oh yeah. So things are looking good in here. 3 minutes, we'll give them a look, and I think then they'll be done.
Looking good. Last thing is syrup of sugar, orange blossom water, and water. Spread on the cake to make it sweet and fragrant.
So these have just come out of the oven. Pretty good. They kind of look kind of caramelizing. Oops.
Look real yummy.
Voila. I'm guessing like a third of this in the middle. I think I put the wrong one on the top.
Here's my ganache. Sort of encourage it down the sides. And there you have my lonely birthday cake. Happy birthday to me. Voila!
The knife is coming out clean. I've got a suspicion that this guy may be a little bit overdone. He might be a bit cakey, but this boy, I suspect because he was insulated by so much peanut butter, will be just right. So I'm not going to jump to any conclusions. I think we're just going to let these cool, and maybe after dinner we'll have a little taste test and see what everyone thinks.
This is our cake. I want one.
Woo!
I don't know how we're going to eat it.
That looks very fancy, Tamsin.
I know, I tried to show off, and now I don't know how we're going to consume it.
Oh, describe it for us, Tamsin.
My one is a chocolate orange pistachio cake with labneh and cream pistachio filling.
Oh, fuck off.
Who made it?
That sounds fucking good, Tamsin.
That's really nice.
I'm not here to make friends, I'm here to win.
It looks like a cake, and unless it tastes like dry balls, it probably wins. Will, does it taste like dry balls? Tamsin, cover your ears. Cover your ears. Tamsin, cover your ears. Will, is it dry balls?
Well, give us your honest opinion. You want
Best cake I've had in the last 5 days.
see Jake's cake now.
Okay, Jake, tell us about your
Have we
cake.
heard from Owen?
Right.
Oh, I like the decoration. Points for decoration.
Is a marmalade cake.
Oh.
Yeah, but I forgot to put the marmalade in.
What the fuck, Jake? I'll get my cake.
So, tell us about it.
So I wanted to make a coffee cake, but I didn't want to make one of those dry balls coffee cakes. So I scoured the internet and I found one for a moist coffee cake. It's got like a whole 500 grams of butter in it, pretty much. There's like that much left. And then I just put the walnuts on top as a homage to the old school coffee cake.
Tell us about your brownies, Owie.
So the brownies are they're a vegan chocolate brownie with plenty of sugar, plenty of oil, lots of dark garner melted in there, and then it's got a homemade peanut butter and raspberry jam swirl.
Ooh, that's fancy.
It would be really nice if it was a cake.
Cake. What is your cake?
That's not a cake.
You just spat all over the cake.
It's like a pancake.
It's can you see it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Looks like snow's fallen.
Oh, so nice.
Yeah, I'm just being poetic.
That's real
Yeah,
good.
quite a lot of snow because it seems to have flattened the cake.
It's a lemon drizzle cake with a pint of lemon drizzle on it. So like it's super soggy. Drizzle cake.
All right, now we need to sing "Happy Birthday" to Tamsin.
Oh god.
Okay. 3, 2, 1.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Tamsin. Happy birthday to you.
Hip hip hooray!
Hey!
Alright, let's eat this cake.